Working hard cause I want extra pay. Talk to them seeds, but you must demonstrate. Cause it's your ways that they gon' imitate. Non-violent. Sometimes I wish I would've went to college. Frown proudly. Cause where I'm from, they hate you when you smiling. Your faith should be your gun. You can't leave home without it. The children being grown, cause all the parents acting childish. You show them your reality, I bet they doubt it. You tell them all about your dreams, that's when they out it. Your own blood. Ain't no family no more. They do you badly for show. You try to patch up your soul, Lord knows you on a mission to show him you so submissive. The prayer said in silence, you know the devil can hear him, pay attention. Know the war's within, how much time do you spend? Try to balance your zen, then again, losses is lessons. You tell me you trying to win, we know about saving money. You tell me you trying to spend that blood on it. Sweat, tears, you put that love on it. Your best years was just a dumb moment. You tired of going hungry, can't deal with fake making your life lonely. Your lack of faith that left your soul bony. But you gon' work and you gon' strive, do what it takes to survive. What is truth, what is a lie? You know that war's inside. Some get draped into the fake, they don't know what to decide. Wrong choice, meet your demise, keep that between you and I. You realize, some people you gon' let go, you visualize. The things you need to feed your soul is on the rise. They not gon' wanna let you go, but it's alright. It's cool to bury what's gon' grow. Went from wrong to the right and to the dark to the light. It was a hell of a fight. You give it all your might. Gotta hold on tight and you stay strong and precise. You fight the war that's inside, cause it might change your life. From wrong to the right and to the dark from the light. It was a hell of a fight. You give it all your might. You just hold on tight and you stay strong and precise. You fight the war that's inside, cause it might change your life. I ain't the person that I used to be. So what I do today ain't things that you used to see. Stay the same, no, things change usually. Some folk I may know might get reintroduced to me. Yeah, I ain't the person that I used to be. So what I do today ain't things that you used to see. Stay the same, no, things change usually. Some folk I may know might get reintroduced to me.
Yeah. Don't be stressing on the dumb shit, cause God is gonna make a way. Just keep going and keep your faith, so you can win this race. This race called life, yeah, yeah. This race called life. This race called life, yeah, yeah. Race called life. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm grinding 'cause I know that I'm gon' get it. I just gotta have vision, keep faith and be humble. Have some patience with it. I've been A1 since day one, been always on my job. I never been a fake, never had to steal and rob. Cause I do good business, I'm too good with it. And even though I'm on this road, I'm still daddy to my children. You know I do good with them, and don't like being missing. But I hate when my bills are thicker and my pockets get thinner. But I can't stress upon the dumb shit, cause God is gonna make a way. I keep going and keep my faith and my pace, so I can win this race. Win this race called life. This race called life. I'm just trying to win this race called life. This race called life. This race called life, yeah. Race called life. I'm just trying to win this race called life, yeah.
Yes, yes.
I keep on running in this race called life, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I won't come in last.
Make sure you smash that thumbs up on the way in. Shout out Jay Snake. Subscribe. Shout out Jay Bay. If you haven't become a member, go ahead and hit the members only section. Get access to exclusive content. We'll be dropping throughout the week. How you feeling, Immanuel? How you feeling, Lord Bennu? Mic check. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, man, I'm actually feeling great. Like I say, I don't want to toot my own horn and act like I just couldn't have done better, because I'm a personal critic of myself as well. So, um, yeah, but it would be really hard for me to criticize myself and say where I could have went better. I could have actually phone call. Can you hear me?
Hmm. Okay, you dropped out. And
Pasted some more of my choices. Can you hear me?
a little bit. I don't want you to get into too much yet. Let me go ahead and address the crowd. The debate may be over, folks, but the war for ideas is just getting started. Welcome to the war room. Tonight, the battlefield was set as Lord Bennu and Immanuel Halawaya went head to head in a clash of science and what's the word I'm looking for here? Um, Science and I don't want to use the word opinion, but scholarship, I should say. Two powerful minds, two different interpretations, and one question that had the entire community watching. The arguments were made, the verses were quoted, the science was brought forth, and the tension was undeniable. Now we step beyond the stage. In the war room, there are no timers, no structured rounds, just raw analysis and real reactions, unfiltered breakdowns about what happened. I'll start with Lord Bennu. How do you feel about your performance tonight?
I feel amazing, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, it feel great to be back debating, you know what I'm saying, on the big stage type vibes, you know what I'm saying? I think I did great. Um I got a lot of my points across, some of them that I didn't get to touch on, but I think Iman kind of underestimated my perspective. He kind of framed it like I was gonna go a certain way, but once I brought up the research that showed that the female was an active participant and the egg was a active participant in selecting the sperm, that showed right there that the woman bear responsibility in the act of conception as well and wasn't just an inactive participant. So that kind of shut down his whole argument for both rounds. So yeah, but he did a great job though. You know what I'm saying? He had some dope points, and but I think and all in all, I think he fell short. But you know what I'm saying? Great debate though, man. I appreciate you.
Same question for you, Lord Bennu. How do you feel about your performance tonight?
Again, all right. Well, you know what I'm
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
saying.
sorry. Same question for
Uh,
you, Emmanuel. How do you feel about your performance tonight? We cut on a little background music while I ask these questions. Are you back,
Oh yeah,
Emmanuel?
man. I actually feel like, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I actually feel like I did amazing, man. Like I say, I won't be so arrogant to say that I couldn't have done better. That the slideshow that you guys seen was actually my second slideshow. I was trying to give my slides some more life because, as good as a debater as I am, I definitely think visual presentation plays a part as well as actually on the judges' scorecard. So, if I had to dock myself a point three or something like that, I would definitely say that I could have gave a better visual representation of what I was trying to say. Other than that, it was a fish fry, man. I don't know if you like flounder, catfish, or like red snapper, but we got it all, man. We did that.
Hey. And you know what? I want to open the panel up before I get into any more of my questions. Do we have any questions? Let's go to questions from everybody who saw the debate. We'll start over here to, I guess it's my right if I'm facing the screen, Pandemis.
Hey, you already know what it is, man. Super Pan, man, wild as the Taliban. I saw the debate, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I thought the guys, you know what I'm saying, they gave good presentation. Obviously, Immanuwel, you know what I'm saying, was cooking. He was fish frying. It was fish grease everywhere. I see it personally. You know what I'm saying? So my only question is, you know what I'm saying, and it'll be to both of them. First of all, do you feel like you won? And are you ready for the consequences of winning?
I definitely feel like I won, and I'm definitely ready for Super Pan Man and the topic that we choose to be even more suspenseful built than the previous topic, for sure. I'm ready for that. Definitely iced up. So icy 1017.
And the winner of this debate will be facing Pan in the semifinals in round 3. So yeah, we'll be looking forward to these results coming back soon. Lord Bennu saying Pan had a question for you as well.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I won. You know what I'm saying? It was a good debate, good back and forth, but I think I pulled it off. And I don't think that there are consequences waiting for me. I think it's more like redemption. You know what I'm saying?
Repercussions.
What's coming is what's been old. You know what I'm saying? So just be on the lookout.
Repercussions. Furniture move.
Did you answer? Okay. Next question. A Rare, how you feeling today? Go ahead and shout out yourself, where you're from, and
Love. This is A Rare with Divine Time and the Seven Sisters. Also, big you Mecca over here. Just saying.
Hey,
I want to congratulate you on your win.
thank you.
Right. But yeah, I just wanted to shout out the debate league and the argument, the Coliseum of Arguments. I really do appreciate y'all for allowing us to get this win. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, much love, peace and love.
shout out A Rare. Honey Clark in the building. Also a contestant debater in the tournament. We actually have to get your result. I'm doing your result show tomorrow for your last debate, but you know, I'm not even going to do that. But yeah, we'll wait for your results tomorrow. How do you feel about tonight's debate? Questions or comments?
I think that it was a good debate. You know, somebody lacked sources, like Immanuwel. We saw no sources, but Bennu, you had some good slides. I've seen some of your other debates, and I've seen how you basically you upgraded. Like your slides are upgraded. You gave your information better and everything else. So like, you know what I'm saying? I like that. I like to see the upgrade and see our growth. Immanuwel.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
I just didn't agree with him. Now, Immanuwel, the only thing I can say with you is that you stayed on your course. Like whatever the fuck your topic was that you thought that you was coming with, you stayed on there. And I disagree. And don't read the comments. Don't read the comments.
I appreciate that. And I feel like, whatever position you take, that's what you're supposed to do, honey. So I appreciate that comment, because that was one of my main goals, was to, stay the course of my affirmative position, no matter how believable it was. That's what you got to do. So I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Okay, we'll pass it around. Humble Mystic. Questions, comments on anything you saw tonight?
Peace and blessings to the panel. I just want to ask both of the brothers, where do they think they outperformed the other guy, and If so, in what areas and how?
I'll take that. I said before, I think that he kind of uh inaccurately predicted my stance, and thought that I was just gonna come from the side of saying that just because the woman is there, that, you know what I'm saying, it's a shared responsibility. But I actually found out something that I didn't know in this research for this debate, is that the egg is actually active participant in choosing the sperm that is interacting with. Like, I always had the idea that it was this big race, you know what I'm saying, the sperm racing to get there, and the egg was just waiting there to, you know what I'm saying, wait for the sperm cell. But it's actually fluid around the egg that's determining which sperm cell it wants, and you know what I'm saying, it's a whole lot going on. And just that actually plays into as above so below, as within so without. The female is responsible for choosing sexual partners. If the female doesn't make that decision, then there is no sexual intercourse or conception to be had without her uh, affirming that happening. You know what I'm saying? So that's the same thing that the egg is doing. So that actually reaffirms some of my beliefs in as above, so below, as within, so without. So yeah, that's why I think I outperformed him at. I think he just kind of
Okay.
underestimated my stance.
I feel you. I feel you. What about you,
Yeah,
Manuel?
so to answer your question, I actually feel like I outperformed him with staying on topic. I believe if the topic had to do with pregnancy or intercourse, consensual sex, uh Black history, like, he went into a lot of things, and he did a good job expounding on whatever he was trying to expound on. But I don't think anything that he expounded on negated my affirmative position, which was that the sperm is the overall proactive actor, which would give it the ultimate responsibility of even being possible to happen. So no sperm, no conception. Uh, Saying no egg, no conception is crazy because the egg is already inside of the woman. So the whole point is, what does the woman need? Whatever the woman needs is 100% of what's responsible for conception. If you're drinking water to hydrate, water's 100% responsible for your hydration. If you're eating fruit to hydrate, H3O is 100% responsible for your hydration. So you have stationary, you have actor. Also, while I'm answering your question, just a brief statement in answer to a comment that I seen. Brother Roy Chess asks, why doesn't the station or the stationary object get responsibility? And that's why I said uh, that's morality based, as far as your subjective understanding of how much responsibility the stationary product gets. So that's actually one thing I said in my opening statement that's debatable, which is why we were there to debate that. I don't think he actually debated that. I think even in his responses, he never took away from the sperm being the pro actor. And that's where I think the judges may favor towards me if they pay close enough attention. But that Black history lesson about the gynecologists and what they were doing to the Black women and stuff like that, uh, I think we did need that brief intermission on the last day of February. I appreciate that. Shout out to you, Mac.
What? So, because the reason why he said it is because that's kind of like how we learned about how what the body is, how the women's, how we work. So, did you hear the part where he said that the egg um chooses the sperm, like that it still has a.
Yes, but the sperm has to penetrate into the vaginal canal to even be chosen. which is at the
Yeah.
responsibility of the man, which is initial, which is proactive, which is ultimately 100% absolute
Huh? Well,
responsibility.
it's on both of y'all for that, right? So, she has to choose a man, but then beside her choosing a man, her egg might not choose his sperm, right? So acting like the egg is just sitting there, like waiting to be attacked by sperm, like that's crazy because the egg also chooses which one it allows in and attacks the other ones.
And
Right.
something that
So
was saying that
can my bad.
go ahead, man.
No, go
All
ahead,
right,
King. I just went two back to back.
yeah. Now, what I was going to say was, like I didn't get to touch on all of the topics that I was going to touch on in it, but I was going to say about the point that uh, a male and a female could be in a relationship for years trying to conceive, but nothing happens, and the research shows that that could be due to the fact that the egg is not accepting his sperm, because after a relationship he could go on to another woman and get her pregnant immediately because her egg accepts his sperm, but in that relationship the egg just wasn't accepting his sperm. So that's what science is coming to exploring from its new understanding, that the egg is making decisions and not just sitting there, like Honey said, waiting to be attacked by sperm.
Yes. I agree with what you said. I'm familiar with that science and biology. The only thing that I would say wouldn't, be a benefit to that true statement that you just gave was that it doesn't negate that the initial actor is the sperm, even to be rejected. No sperm, no conception. The woman needs the sperm. The woman has everything else that she needs inside of her, which is why I gave stationary analogies, not calling women objects.
But to make the stationary analogy, wouldn't you have to be making the assumption that the woman is stationary and not active in the process?
No, just to give reverence on the fact that what she needs is already inside of her. So you can kind of consider her eggs stationary and our male sperm active and not stationary. We release that into them, which is why I was given the action and active versus stationary. Not because there's no opposing, not even opposing, there's no there's no cohesive agency. I'm never saying that. And I think I kept expounding on the fact that I was talking about initially in the activator. Um, you know what I'm saying? You used to make the curls pop back in the day with the S curl juice. It was 100% responsible of the drip that you was gonna have. Your hair was there. The activator was the activator.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, most definitely, most definitely. And so to both of the brothers, Lil Banu and brother Emmanuel, uh, can y'all pinpoint a specific part in the debate where y'all felt as though y'all had full control of the conversation? If so, can y'all explain that part to us, please? You want to go first, Lil Banu?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Go ahead, brother.
Um, I think I had full control of the entire conversation that we were having. I think that I kind of directed the flow from the face off to where we are now. Um, this was all calculated and strategic. I
Hmm.
kind of knew that the angle he was going to take, but I didn't expose it. And I kind of,
Right.
held my hand a little bit and just, let him kind of expose himself. So, like, even throughout the question and answer round, I think I kind of controlled that as well. He kind of was talking to use my time, but I used
Mhm.
that to my advantage to let him talk himself into a hole.
Mm. Smart.
Um, and then on his time, I think I kind of controlled that as well too. As far as being contrary to the questions he was asking, and just just setting the stage. I think I did a better job of controlling the narrative. You know what I'm saying, throughout the whole debate.
Most definitely, most definitely. Go ahead, brother. We appreciate brother. We appreciate that, brother. A little bit new. Go ahead, brother Emmanuel, and then we going to introduce brother Swab Boss.
Peace, peace, peace. Yeah, man, I definitely feel like I controlled the whole debate beginning to end. Like I said, actually in the face off, I gave him uh I guess if one could say I kind of led him on to thinking that I had more of an uphill battle than I actually had. So I could continue to take the affirmative, me knowing that dealing with debates, the affirmative position actually has the benefit and kind of the upper hand just in being able to set the topic and set the tone. So with me
Yeah.
setting the topic and setting the tone and setting the parameters that we should stay inside of during the whole debate, um
Yeah.
I think I can't really recall anything that he said that negated my affirmative. I actually only can think about benefits, that he gave to support the fact that the sperm is the actor, even when given all the reactions that happens from the woman. I'm not knocking that at all, and I'm not knocking that after the initial responsibility is acted out and fulfilled, that nothing else takes a part. I'm not saying that. It's plenty of things that take a part once conception is already happening. You see what I'm saying? But we're talking about why conception is even happening. I'm putting 100% on the responsibility of the entry of the sperm, not necessarily the consensualness beforehand, even though, of course, all sex should be consensual. We're never saying that. It's just not the
Right.
point of the topic right now. Yeah, we're
Most
not talking about intercourse and consent. We're talking about conception, which is initiated by an actor. The proactive responsibility would go to the actor. 100% of that proactive responsibility, I'm saying specifically, goes to the sperm. I definitely think I held it down in the question and answer round because I didn't have to put him inside of parameters of possibility to make something seem impossible, which is what he tried to do to me with his time. And I think that's actually going to stand out as a negative because other than him trying to do that, in my opinion, which is all it is, he wasn't really asking as good of questions as he could have asked. I had questions that I was expecting him to ask and be stunned a little bit, but I guess they didn't come out, unfortunately. But I say all my questions, he seemed like he was kind of stunned and frustrated by him having to deal with them and having to, kind of yield away from the question, knowing that a direct answer could kind of, hurt his position. So I
Right.
think I locked it in with the question and answer round for sure, and just closed out.
So right now, I just want to give a quick shout out to the comments. I see you down there, El Doctrine. I see you down there, Cosma, Sister Hey Goddess. Thank y'all for coming through, supporting us. I'm on my cell phone right now, so I don't know how to share the link from my cell phone. But as soon as I get on my laptop, I'll make sure I get that down in the comments. And we have none other than the brother Suave Boss in the building. What's up, brother Suave Boss? Did you see the debate? And if you did see the debate, can you give us a little take on it? And do you want to ask any of these brothers a question?
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Black Power, man. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to A1 for another great debate, man. Shout out to the Titans, man. Shout out to the Coliseum. Thank you, brother Humble. Shout out to both debaters. Yeah, I saw the whole debate. It was disgusting. I'm not even gonna hold back. I really feel like Immanuwel, this is his villain origin story, is how I see it. He's hit a wall. He's standing on a square, and he know what it is. Despite his poise, right? He's embracing it. I give you that, but you're definitely gonna have to have some type of self-correction there, brother. You make this too easy for someone as low caliber of a debater as Bennu to walk you down and beat you with this stick. Like, you show nothing. You show absolutely nothing. You came with rhetoric from your heart. You quoted one person from somewhere, mispronounced his name, and like Bennu is showing you the process of conception. You didn't think to include that in none of the 12 minutes you had. You were just going to tell us about what you believe conception is. And you never got into the actuality of the debate. You got into locks and keys and I'm not gonna lie, at some point, once you got about talking about that breaking the entering, it kind of sounded kind of rapey. Once you started saying, hey, if I really wanted to conceive with this woman, she can't stop me. That was heartbreaking. So you might want to take a little time and clear that up, brother. But other than that, man, I really believe Bennu won this. It's going to be a crazy debate between Bennu and Pan. But I cannot congratulate you on that argument that you just came up here and threw together today. It was very low standard. It was like real talk, man. I got to give it to you just how you gave it to me. That was whack. It was crazy. It was weird. It was very 12 tribe chartish. So yeah, man, do your thing on making sure you don't embrace the dark side and become that villain that it looked like you becoming. But yeah, man, hopefully we see you next season. Yeah, that's it. And no, I don't have any questions for him, bro. I just wanted to say that, man. But shout out to both of them.
Yeah, shout out, most definitely. And shout out to you, brother Suave. We appreciate your analysis of what happened in the debate, the debate arena. We appreciate that, brother. So, hey, man, what y'all? Hey, listen, y'all know I'm on the mic, so y'all know I want to hear something. What y'all got to say for yourself? Number one, let's get over here to Lord Bennu, because it's already. And I don't want to make no predictions and no presumptions, but it's already looking like, they try and put Lord Bennu up against Pan. So Lord Bennu, what's up?
Yeah, man. Me and Pan got a little bit of history. You know what I'm saying? He handed me my second L in the debate world. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little excited about getting back at Pan for that. You know what I'm saying? And Pan the man, you know what I'm saying? Like, he been all over debate leagues collecting belts and trophies and all that, man. You know what I'm saying? So I get this W, you feel me? It's like, you know what I'm saying? I done took down the top dog, you know what I'm saying? And now I got that Senator #1 contender on my, you know what I'm saying, on my jacket. So Pan better watch out, man. You know what I'm saying? The chat, back chat, the comments got me feeling myself, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Listen, man. Hold on a second, Humble. Let me jump in real quick, Humble. First of all, I heard a lot of unnecessary banter, hating on the man. Immanuwel was cooking. I don't know what Suave was talking about. You know what I mean? Bennu is way overconfident right now. He don't even got a chance to see. I got a question, Bennu. How many losses you got, Bennu?
Got 2.
So you was my second win. So if I beat you, if you win here, if I beat you, that'll be your third loss too, huh?
Yeah, that'll be my third loss.
Oh, I love this. I love that. But unfortunately, I feel like Immanuwel won, man. Fuck out of here.
That's what's up. Hey, yo, but I wanted to.
Buttons when I need them, bro. I need my AK-47 right now, bro.
I thought Immanuwel was going to go back at Suave, because Suave just came on here with bananas on that man. Like, what do you do all that for, man? They must got some type of history.
Yeah.
They go like that.
Hey, man, I don't think Lord Bennu gonna back down though, bro. So, I think you're gonna have to do a lot of studying on this film and expect something different for y'all debate. I think Lord Bennu is gone, man.
I think our debate just gonna depend on it, you know what I'm saying, the topic. You know what I'm saying? As long as I think the
I don't even like the way y'all framing these questions. Man, what you want to debate me on, bro? Where he at? You know what I mean? Cause what y'all going with right now,
Hey,
bro?
but look,
Yeah,
debate.
jump out there.
Me and
That's what we
debate.
want.
I think it went left with us choosing the title. You know what I'm saying? I let him manipulate me a little bit in the title selection so that he had a little advantage in the argument with the title selection. You know what I'm saying? So that's not going to happen again. You know what I'm saying? So, Pan.
Hey, so one thing, a tip, a humble mystic tip. Um, don't ever step in the ring with a topic you're not familiar with. If a person is more familiar than a topic than you are, it's all good and gravy to learn new things and wanna be. But if you clearly know this brother or sister has more studying hours in this particular subject than you do, um don't take no subject matters like that, because you force yourself into an uphill battle from the start because you're coming from a novice place when it comes to the information, where though they're starting at intermediary. And so as both of y'all continue to study leading up to the debate, they'll always be a couple more steps ahead because of the knowledge they already have.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And it
never
wasn't.
do that, man. Y'all
It was,
gotta play. Listen, when y'all picking out these topics, y'all gotta play the field for the topics. You gotta at least give yourself some leeway. Definitely, if it's something like evolution versus creation, right? For creationists, just don't go out there and be like, "Oh, well, I think evolution," because that's too easy to dismantle. So, at least frame it in a manner that you have some leeway or some argument room. So whereas when we at the debate, everybody not thinking so logical. Oh, well, we already know how this gonna go, brother. Gonna see da 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 da. It's gonna match up with the science. It's gonna happen, right? So whereas when y'all frame it in an equal competitor, we could come to, okay, it's gonna be a good one. I want to see who come from both sides. So when
yeah,
y'all thinking about these topics, both of y'all um think of a way to have it in the topic so both of y'all can have a solid footing. So whereas the one of y'all is not already coming in on a hill on top of one another.
yeah. And I think in that debate it wasn't more of a topic, like, you know what I'm saying, he had more understanding in the topic than I did or anything like that. It's just the way the title was framed. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? That you know what I'm saying, he had a better argument from the title's stance, you know what I'm saying? And I had a little uphill argument from the framing of the title. But you know what I'm saying, that you live and you learn, you know what I'm saying? I took those L's so I could get all these W's that's coming. You know what I mean? So
Hey, work. That's what
yeah,
I'm talking about. Put that work in.
from the trenches, man. You know what I mean? So we
Yeah.
do what we do.
And that's what I love to hear right there, man. That's why hey, listen, that right there builds character, that builds stronger mentality, man. The skills that you learn doing these things, you literally can carry them over in life, and hey, you will be successful at whatever you want to be in life, man. Just by learning those skills, the discipline that it takes to read um so many books and so many articles, and being able to actually break down an article to be able to formulate it into a constructible point. You know what I'm saying? So you can convey your points to the audience and the judges. And man, that's not easy, man.
Right. Yeah, man. But even though you know what I'm saying, like I definitely want to see Pan and get back. You know what I'm saying? I still gotta wait for the results from this battle I had with Immanuwel. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't done yet. So we take it
Man, I
one
can
step.
tell you the results, bro. I can tell you the results right now, bro.
If I could explain what I want to see a little more from the debates, I want to see a little more energy, man. I want to see a little more passion. I'm saying brothers just get on the screen, just reading, what they got down, man. Y'all gotta bring the crowd some energy. Y'all gotta bring the debate to life. You see what I'm saying? So it's just y'all make the people in the debate, debaters make the debate, So when you driving home a point, I need to feel that point that you driving home. When you contradicting your not contradict, but when you like cut your opponent's information, I need to know that that's what you're doing. right? People can't be up there just reading like robots because there's no feeling in that. There's no soul in that. I want to see that energy when we debating.
Yeah, nah, I feel you, bro.
Hey, I got another question for you.
Let's get it.
Bennu, you came in swinging. Do you think you landed the knockout punch you were looking for?
Um, no, I don't. I don't think I landed a knockout punch. I think it was a kind of a drag out beat down. You know what I mean? Like I just you know what I'm saying, just playing tag with him, bop 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 bop, connecting. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't you know what I mean. Throw the haymaker to connect and land and put him out. You know what I'm saying? But I think that was just due to me not having my second
Can y'all hear
round
me?
slides or the piece. Yeah, I can hear you, bro. My
I
second
can't hear
round was
y'all.
kind of a little off,
And
but
if y'all can hear me, I just want to congratulate that brother that lost. And
Can you
I'm not
hear us
congratulating.
though? Because somebody was talking. We can hear you, but
Oh,
can you
no,
hear us?
no, I didn't hear the other
Would have
person
heard somebody
talking.
in the middle of a sentence. You know,
Say
Lord Benu,
what?
can you finish? Lord Benu was in the middle of a answering a question.
No, I didn't. Okay, no, I didn't hear it. Okay.
Oh, okay,
Go ahead.
no worries, King, no worries. I'm gonna
I think,
call on
I
you
think
here
it's a
shortly. In 1
name.
second, I got you.
Yeah.
And shout out JJ7K to the stage. Lord Benu, you want to go ahead and land your plane?
yeah. Nah, I was just saying that my second round was where I was kind of trying to drive home the what the framing of that ideology does to us as a community. And it was like a little bit of malfunctioning on my end, you feel me? And I couldn't really get to the point where I was trying to get to. So I think that I did kind of gloss over it, but not in the way that I wanted to. So I think that would have been that knockout blow that I was looking for. But I did, you know what I'm saying, land a couple good shots that let the judges know that, you know what I'm saying, that there was no defense for the, you know what I'm saying, what I was delivering. But I land the plane. I'm good.
JJ7K, you have the floor.
All right. Peace to Titans Debate League. I'm seeing the growth and development. I want to congratulate that one brother that said, yeah, the brother that didn't win the judges thing. Because you don't see a lot of brothers when they lose be real humble. And he said, I'm going to take these L's so them W's can come in. Trust me, bro. I mean, I may seem like the greatest of all time, but I done lost some poll debates before. I done lost judge debate, but my attitude is I'm still the goddamn greatest. You hear me? And I didn't see the debate, but yeah, if I heard him say that, it needs to be like a little bit more energy, because a lot of people don't like to just see people up there reading. Bring your character out. You know, but yeah, that brother that took the L, man, and that was pretty big of you to say, man. You know, I accept that because a lot of us, if you go back and look, they lose, man, they'll explode on the whole panel, everything, man. So, but here's one thing I want to do. After my debates, I like the judges to be telling me right then and there. It's hard for me to wait 3, 4, 5, 6 days for their decision. So, but, I mean, but yeah, I ain't had too much to. Whoa! Who was that? Is that Cosmo up here that just popped up? Yeah, he don't want no
Yeah.
smoke. But yeah, I let my plane, man. Great job to both guys, man. Two younger, babies up and coming. That's what we want to see. So with that, I land my plane.
And I want the brother that was just talking. I like his little under title that he had on his name. You feel me? That like kind of put a target on you right there. You most feared debater.
Oh
Like,
yeah. I mean, that's a fact. That ain't no fiction. You know?
And real
Yeah,
quick,
man.
before
Yeah,
we go to
man.
Cosmo and Cal, We have a super chat. Shout out Ill Doctorin. He says, question to both. What was your opponent's first and second strongest argument? Points, and how did you challenge the second best one? Bennu, I think. What happened to Immanuel? I went to the store, came back, he was gone.
Yeah, he left at the swab, went in
I
on
think he
him.
had his phone might have died or something. That's all right. I'll answer for
Wait a
you,
minute.
Emmanuel. Let's go. I
I
got
Swab
you.
in on for
called
what?
4 minutes. But go ahead, Bennu.
Yeah.
Well, I think his first strongest argument was that the man possesses the sperm that's needed to fertilize the egg, and that men are responsible for their actions. Like, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? And how I think I combated that. Well, his second strongest argument. Well, I don't know. That was the only thing that I saw that was strong in his argument, was that men do hold responsibility in the act of conception. And how I combated that was the fact that women also have a shared responsibility in the act of conception. And I think it's a mutual understanding and a mutual act between both parties. And the way I framed it, I think that I kind of got that point across, that it's not just solely responsible on the man. Like, he does have a responsibility, and it is 100% his responsibility on his side of the equation. But you still have to add in the female to have 100% responsibility of her side of that equation, and then come together and bring both of those sides together to create a mutual understanding to have that conception. So, yeah. Thanks, Ill. You,
Hey, yo,
you the
Shout
illest.
out. Go ahead, Pam.
can I jump in real quick? Okay,
Real quick.
let me get my Emmanuel voice on. So I think his first, Benu's
It's
best point was the breaking and entering piece when he got into that joint, counteracting the key and lock situation. And I think his second best joint was bringing up the fact that it was a duet. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
But the lock and key analogy held strong. I don't think you held up to it, and you failed. You're a failure, Bennu. You lost this debate.
That's silly.
Hey, thanks, Pan. I appreciate that compliment. Don't panic. This is not the Titanic. Suave boss, I remember all of your exact statements that happened before my phone went out. I would like to thank you for the blatant hate. For you to act like I didn't perform my ass off as well as Badu perform his ass off. That just shows how scared you are to have to possibly face one of us in the future. I don't think anybody in the crowd actually agrees with you, whether they laughed at you or not. We need people like you for the judges to observe and, possibly have some type of persuasion, though. So, shout out to you. You did your thing with the rebuttal of the debate. I say it was clear fright in the tone of your voice of possibly having to face one of us. Shout out to you, Melka. You did a good job, bro. Performed your ass off. I performed my ass off a little bit better. Don't let nobody take away from that.
He said a little bit better. Hey, yo, we need some gunshots, man. We need some AK-47s. He said I performed just a little bit better.
Man, salute out to everybody, man. Love, life, balance, man. Salute to both of you, brothers. Y'all did a good job. Honestly, I watched it. Y'all both did a good job. I think it never really got cleared up. So could I ask both of y'all a question real quick? Right. One, when does conception start? Right. And can that happen without both parts? Right. This is kind of like hinging on the whole debate. So could both of y'all answer it? When does conception start for you and your ideal? And can you do it by itself? Because to have 100% of the responsibility right, assumes that somebody else doesn't play a part.
So I appreciate this question, Cosmon. This is what I was referring to. I said it was definitely a couple questions that I thought Bennu was gonna ask that was, gonna be critical and stun me a little bit. I hate it had to come from somebody besides him. Let me not walk in there. There's a little bit of echo. But yes, one can happen without the other because conception begins with the penetration of the sperm into the vaginal canal. Without that,
You said
conception
it
wouldn't
can't
even be
happen without
possible,
the
which
other. Hold on, I didn't hear you, bro. Did you say you kind of clicked on my side? You say he can or can't happen without the other?
it it can happen one without the other being the
Mm.
actor. You see what I'm saying? And I say that boldly, saying that um, in so many words, if there is no sperm penetrated into the vaginal canal, for the egg to be released and choose the sperm, then there's no conception. But without without the eggs, which are what actually plays a partnership with what happens when conception begins, you can actually the egg isn't needed to ejaculate. I'll put it like that. Even though the vaginal canal is, the egg isn't, but the actual sperm is needed, which is why I'm putting so much emphasis on the proactiveness in the action of the sperm being the initiator to start it, which is why I kept giving switch analogies, and I gave the analogy of the key and lock to show why morally in society we put 100% responsibility on the actor majority of the time. So why not in this case? That's my whole position. Is
Okay, my thing is,
outside of the biology of,
clear.
my bad, go
When,
ahead.
no, and just so we clear, when does conception start?
Once the sperm penetrates the vaginal canal, everything else happens after that.
I
So,
thought I thought when the
just
egg and sperm get together,
wait a
that's
minute, just
conception.
so I'm clear,
Right.
when the semen enters the vaginal, you saying that's when conception starts?
uh that's how conception starts.
No, I'm asking you when, not how. We know how, the
Right.
sex.
Right.
But what we're saying, when does it start?
It starts once the actor actually meets the station. So once the egg actually meets the sperm, that's when the process is ongoing.
Is that always?
That
Yes,
was
I
pretty
believe
good.
100% of time, as after the process has already started, there's no such thing as a 100% idle factor. The only time something is its own idle factor is the sperm on its initial journey. There's no idle factor beforehand dealing with the sperm. Every other factor dealing with conception is because the sperm has entered the canal.
Okay, Lord Bennu. Um, Same question to you. When does conception start, and can it be done without the other half, with the male without the female? He said it can't. What are you saying?
I'm saying I'm under the understanding that the act of conception starts with the agreement to have sexual intercourse, because without that
Mm,
agreement there
mm,
is no sexual intercourse, there is
mm-hmm,
no sperm, there is no egg, there's nothing coming into contact with anything. And for that agreement to take place, it takes a man and a woman, and one can't be responsible without the other one being responsible. And I liken that to signing a contract before any construction work is done. um it, and if that contract isn't signed and the terms aren't met, then there won't be any construction. Nothing will be built without
mm-hmm.
that paperwork being signed. So consent and the agreement is when it was is the act the act would start. But once the egg chooses the sperm cell is actually when conception would begin, and that's
Mm.
a
I
mutual
got a
harmony.
question for you, Bennu.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So,
Then I
with
want to
your
pass it
understanding
around
of
to the new
conception,
guest after you, Immanuel. Go ahead.
oh, okay. Was there any definition that you can give of conception that will say that it has something to do with a consensual agreement? Because I'm sure my definition of conception that I can pull up will always deal with the sperm being mentioned first.
Mhm.
Mm.
But you saying, do I have a definition that contradicts your definition?
No, do you have a definition to support your initial claim, which is that conception starts at the agreement or of consent?
You
Well,
disagree with that, Emmanuel?
well,
I,
I wouldn't
I
have a.
I'm asking a specific question for a reason, Cosmon. I'm asking
Oh,
him,
okay, no,
can he show a
I'm out of this.
definition?
I'm out of this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know how it works.
Can I show a
Yeah,
definition that's
after the judge, after the judges give they rendering, then we can ask a little more personal questions about what I do agree with that he's bringing. But
Right,
I'll be damned to say anything that I agree with that this nigga said
right,
tonight.
right,
That's
right,
crazy.
right.
What
Real
was the
quick,
title of the debate, man?
the title of the
What was the
debate
title?
was
Yeah.
Are men 100% responsible for conception? And I do want to pass it around. We have three new people on the panel. We have It's the Queen, Copper Draco, and Hebrew Slayer. Shout out to all of these people.
Great, go. What up, duh?
What it do?
And before I let you three get the floor, let's go to a word from our sponsors. Tomorrow, only here on Titans Debate League, you can catch Cosmon Cal versus Gideon Yisrael at primetime.